Welcome to House Common Blood, where strangers are family. Every episode contains graphic content, including, but not limited to, copious amounts of blood, unnecessary cursing, death of all ages, be they infants or mortals, fantasy drug use, nudity, mentions of sex, and sound effects of various qualities. Cannot stress enough that this is mature content with adult themes. You have been warned. Anyone got a light?
All right. Welcome to House Comblet. I'm Gray, your DM and host. We're a D&D 5.5e podcast, currently playing the adventure Hangmen Worms of Frostart. The story follows a group of misfits facing sentient calamities threatening to destroy the world, led by a Genasi army called the Rebirth Bastion. Most of the monsters I use are created by Oh Hi Mark. You can support his Patreon, although everything he makes is free. The music in our games is curated by D&D Breakfast Club on YouTube with credit to each respective artist. I'm joined here today by Mega.
Hello, I am Mega, and I play Eddie, the Otterboy Triton Bastard class. I also sometimes play Mavet because he's my little bitch.
As well as Nita.
Hello! I play Aluya Oblak, the human cleric sorcerer.
As well as Rakuzen.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Recusant. I play Mavet Soha Fidash, otherwise known as Eddie's bitch sometimes. I am a wood golem druid monk hybrid, and I am the sap that holds his family together.
The sap that tears everything apart. As well as Moomin.
Yo. Name Moomin, play Seer, hot ass bitch that burns places down on accident because they slept on the wrong side of the bed.
Damn, that beat was pretty hot. Tyler.
Yasu Tyler Des. I play Gumo, and I am the most recent joiner of Gray's Hate Club.
Hey,
Not
who
gonna
invited
lie.
the weeb?
Yeah, just about to say it. All this, just motioning party, cringe. But you're my cringe. Can anyone tell me what happened last session?
You left out Nita.
Nita isn't a part of this fucking group.
Damn.
What? I was eating a croissant. What? Am I being kicked out? Is it happening?
Today's the day that we finally talk about it. No, Tyler,
It's been
I
a long
introduced
time
Nita.
coming.
All right. What happened last session?
We fought some yetis.
One more time?
We fought some yetis?
Yeah, I thought you were doing your big fat owl impression.
Yeah, we
Hey.
fought yetis. And but before the yetis, Mavet came across the shaman mother with apparently a Genasi woman with her. The yetis came out. The party joined. We fought the yetis, but the yetis were different somehow.
Mhm.
We managed to deal with the yetis, and the shaman woman and her Genasi friend were able to succeed in their ritual. And apparently this ritual was to cure Boreas of his shiver step. The shaman's name was Lisa. I know the Nazi woman's Shade.
Mhm.
And
Lisa.
Lisa. To cure Boreas of his curse. And the Genasi woman was surprised to see other Genasi. She was apparently a part of the Rebirth Bastion. And she just didn't want her people to go extinct. She's like an artist or something like that, and that's what she really wants to do. And then we looked at the wind chimes, and they were made of vocal cords that can change the season.
Ooh.
And something about the obelisks, we can't give them too much power or it would be bad.
Because they go up in a spell level amount
Mhm.
when they use the magic. So, like, if I'm understanding it correctly, if you put in, like, enough level 2 spells, it'd be like a level 10 spell that the obelisk would hold. Or something like that.
Oh, the frozen Genasi, Eddie thinks we can help them. The one outside the tower, I believe.
Mhm.
That's all I can remember. We spent most of the time fighting.
Yeah, and Lisal, she said that she's pretty fucking hungry, and that we should have a great feast.
Yeah, food.
Yeah, it's time to
Brought
unwind,
to you by
relax.
Lysol.
Lysol. It's pretty good. But I guess I will highlight one important thing. It wasn't just the spells put into it that she was cautioning against. It was the misuse of power as well. Because again, like you have a reservoir, a well that you are building and you are drawing from it, and it can easily be misused. That's why when I believe she was talking to Eddie in particular, she was hesitant to even tell you this information. And I believe he rolled super fucking high. It was either 25 or 30, like something ungodly ridiculous. But yeah, I believe that's everything, unless somebody in the party has any highlights to add on to it, besides the Yeti dragging his poor friends away from the battlefield, crying and sobbing.
Oh, yeah. The Yeti were enchanted. That's what the shaman lady said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, great. I do have one thing to add.
We can address that at when we start playing here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, how we're going to start up the session. But again, save you, Tyler. Does anyone have anything to add? Okay. I keep forgetting whether it's 3 or 4d4, or not 4d4, 4010. At this level. Fucking feeling generous, regardless of what I said before. 4010.
Money!
Yep, get all the monies.
I mean, if it helps at all, Gray, how I decided on the number of D10s for my own
Proficiency
game.
bonus?
Yep.
Yep, there you go. You lucky son of a bitch. Yeah, I thought so. That's a good system, too. I like
Nice.
it. Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
All right, 24. Looking good. Looking hot, sport. All right, let's get into it. So, let's change up the music. And let's talk about our good friend Tyler. So, as the
Wait.
battle ends and everybody speaks, just to make sure. No, it's fine. Our scene starts off with seeing the barren, like a tundra wasteland, and this lake with ruins and this shrine. As you are all talking amongst yourselves, we see Gumo potentially even digging his fingers into his forearms and sides, as he has been bloodied from this combat. And one thing that we weren't able to address was his disease. Now, I vaguely remember that Aluya, you provided some healing post combat.
Me, no. Did I?
Okay.
I don't think so. I was pretty hurt.
I don't believe so. And his sheet doesn't reflect that he's been brought above bloodied. Regardless of what was said in the background or what was done, we are going to address this since
Yeah,
No,
all
he
I
this
was.
know,
No.
all
He
I know
was
is that
healed. He was full health because of Seer.
here.
yeah,
Go
I was
ahead.
about to say,
Healing.
Seer was the one who was doing healing at the end of last fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was good.
Fixing-
Okay.
I fix people. I'm
Okay,
a
you fix-
doctor.
Fix
People
people.
forget that.
Okay. Okay, so it just wasn't reflected on his sheet that he was healed.
It should have. I kept bringing him back up. He went down
No,
pretty
what he means
far.
is like potentially healing him above a certain threshold was not marked on his hit points of his sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because right now his character sheet just reflects that he is bloodied, and I'm just checking with the party if that is correct.
No, he should be Gucci.
Okay. Well, Gucci Gumo, I do apologize, but you do not feel the urge to rip apart your flesh and become something else. Better luck next time.
That's okay. I have a very real chance of failing that saving throw,
Yeah.
despite how low
But-
it is.
Yeah. So we'll save that saving throw for another day. So let's reestablish the scene then. So you guys speak with Lisal and Shade, and you guys speak about having a feast. Is there any dissenters or anything that you guys really have planned today? Because it looks like you're reaching the end of the day. You had a lot of venturing done. This day has been going on for months, and it feels like you have a chance to relax.
Oh, wait. I did
go.
want to talk to Seer because
Yep.
Seer was. I asked her to come close
Okay.
because of a potential situation. I mean, not
Yeah.
potential. It is a situation.
Well, we'll say that the druid and the water genasi are packing their things, their instruments that was used for the ritual, and we hear the melody of the chimes speaking out to us. At the moment, like the area you guys are at, like it has been. I don't think terraformed is the right word. It changed seasons. It is no longer a tundra with snow. Like the area you guys are at is just filled with grasslands and just the warm
Climaformed?
feeling of the sun. Yeah. What was that?
Climaformed?
Yeah, climaformed. Huh. Never really heard that word before. It's cool. This entire area has been climaformed. So, you see Seer, you see Aluya. What do you speak about?
Seer. Yes, I just patch me up a little while I talk. Yes, thank you. So we have a bit of a situation. Yes.
You forgot.
I forgot what? What did I forget?
I told you not to call me Seer.
Aurora. Sorry. Yes. So, look. So something happened with Gumo and me. We came across another hag, and well,
He tricked you.
No. Gumo is now tasked with killing Boreas in exchange for Obelisk.
And you agreed due to us
I
not
didn't
signing.
agree. Gumo agreed.
Okay. So
You son of a-
Gumo agreed.
Yes, I just want to
To-
let it be known Gumo agreed. It seemed very easy for him to say yes, weirdly. I was like, no, don't talk to them.
little bitch.
So, Gumo, aka Gumo, like trying to like look at Aluya, made a deal to essentially ruin everything we were trying to do.
Exactly. It's clearly not the first time he's trying to ruin things, you know?
Uh-huh.
I fucking got you.
So, what you're telling me then is that as long as we find the obelisk ourselves, we don't have to do that, correct?
Yes, you're the smart one, yes. But again, I wanted no part of it. It was bad. I didn't want to talk to her. I just wanted to go.
Uh-huh. So,
Mm.
is this
I will
one of the
never
obelisks that we're looking for? Or is this
Yes,
what?
it's actually the one that in the Frost Giant Fort. There was something happening. We couldn't find it. It should have been in one place, but it's not. It's like weirdly moving around or something.
I mean, if it's moving around, that means then there's sorts of theories, but that sounds like a terrible deal for the fact that we just points at the old lady in Water Genasi. We basically just took care of the problem. They're willing to work with us. However, it means that, well, let me ask you this question. Did Gumo, looking at Aluya, did Gumo accidentally make the deal twisted where they end up stuck if they don't complete the deal, such as, I don't know, dying in a certain amount of time?
Mm, I don't think so. I believe at first he was like he would do it for nothing, but then he was like, "Yes, I'll do it for obelisk."
So, no strings attached. They
I'm sure
don't
there's
have to
always
do it.
something happening, but you know, hags, those bitches.
Be 100% honest with me. Did you just accidentally fell under pressure with a hag after they were sweetly talking to you again because the fact
No,
of they were
I
trying to be helpful?
look. I get it. I just, phew, I did not want to be where the hag was. I really just wanted to go because I knew that somehow or another I would get tricked into it. But thank God, Guma was so willing to help her.
I'm gonna fucking remember this.
Oh,
Then,
she remembers it. She gives you a side squinty eye, remembering the trial.
then, in this case of things, Lulia, I think the best choice of action is that we still proceed as normal.
Hmm.
Eddie needs to know because last time you didn't tell anyone about things. Well, we ended up with a really horrible situation of things. And we'll plan around that because very possibly if we have to do both, we can make both possibly happen. Depends on how sick this person is, but I'd rather not accidentally kill essentially a pseudo god because unlike you and I don't think they'll rise back up.
And you know, worst case scenario, if we have to sacrifice Gumo, then you know, we must do the good of things, yes.
I don't plan to
You're
sacrifice
so
anyone.
bitch.
I know you don't. You wouldn't need to do it.
I would prevent that all the time, Olivia. You know for a fact that
I know.
I. You better.
You're too good.
I live in a place where many of my kind are seen as murderers, but I refuse. If I really wanted to wreck things, I would have done a different career path. Imagine. But for the time being, Aluya, and your innocence of falling into deals such as things, just walk away from the situation next time and drop courtesies and walk out.
Oh, well, it wasn't so easy to just leave. It would have been a bigger issue. So we kind of had to hit her out, unfortunately. And she
Uh,
had someone with her that I don't think I want them hurt.
So, not your low common hag, not someone that's just ugly, but actually an hag. I get you.
Yes.
Then, well, first off, thank you for telling me. Next time, tell me sooner.
The information comes in bits from what I can remember.
Second, Aluya, if you ever encounter a deal and I'm around, please drag me.
Oh, I would have, but you were too far away.
You can always play the card, let me talk to my fire genasi.
Yes, I will always say my fire genasi.
And then you'll get a reaction from one of them. You'll either be like, huh, we don't like your kind of people, or you're going to get, oh, a watcher. And then we find out that they're a genasi in disguise.
Yes.
With that said, though, Aluya,
Well,
I
let
gotta
me
patch people up.
let me interject here because I wanted the scene to resolve. Just as a reminder, and again, the situation with Boreas is he is being treated, but he is not cured at the moment. Like I said, just needs to spend a day in the sunlight, or in summer, in sunlight. Right next to his hearth. Other than that, like the actual deal that you made with the hag, although her intentions is to kill Boreas, your goal is just to grab a component from the Boule that's let loose, and to bring her her alchemist, the woman from the alchemist shop.
Oh well, that's kind of why I didn't want to correct Aluya when they were telling me all
Yeah.
of
I
this.
honestly, I forgot all about that.
Because I
Yeah,
already got a lot of ingredient things from the
which
alchemist, and
it's
Right.
fine because you're focused on the end goal of her intentions, which you're not incorrect with. I just want to remind the players at the table what the goals are, and that this person has privy information of where the last obelisk is, which is fine. You guys don't need every fucking obelisk.
Hey, Gray.
Mhm.
I'm stood 5 fucking feet away. Can I hear this going on?
Were you intentionally whispering?
Yes,
Illusion?
that was my whole thing with her.
Okay. Fuck it. Give me. I'm not sure if I should make a stealth check or a perception. Whose DC I should go against? I'll go perception on Aluya's stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
If only I was a Lord Bard.
Yeah.
I could have really fucked you over.
Hmm.
We haven't had a long rest yet. Damn it, I can't add my D6s
Nope.
from my reborn. Oh, you lucky.
Good time. That's
Okay.
yeah. It's in the middle there. Something could happen. Well, let's take a look at Luya, just as a reminder of how we calculate DCs for skills. Is that it's a 10 plus the modifier, and Aluya, like your passive stealth is 11.
I'm stealthing? I'm whispering.
Would you not consider that being okay? What skill do you think would be appropriate for keeping your voice quiet?
Oh, I don't know. Let's roll stealth.
Because if you want, we could do a unique situation where it's charisma plus stealth because it's a dialogue. Does that sound more fair to you?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, I was just not. Stealthing to me means like I'm trying to creepily walk and not be seen.
Okay. Yeah, what would be more appropriate then?
I'll roll what you want, no biggie.
Okay. But again, just for benefit of the doubt, we'll say your stealth plus a charisma in this unique situation, since that's the closest we can get with the skill here. Again, like I assume that it's only what, a 14, 15?
Yeah.
Because that does
it's-
change
my-
things.
It's an 11. My stealth plus my charisma would only be 15.
15? Well,
No,
don't say only, because that's the difference between a regular success and a greater success here.
I mean 16. Excuse me.
Yeah,
It's 11.
it does make the difference here. I'll leave it up to you, Aluya. And Tyler, you don't hear the full conversation. You just hear bits and bobs from it. Aluya, what bits and bobs does he hear?
More so, I guess his name, would be his name being brought up a few times, and like hag and deal and kill.
All right, well, hang on, because I still don't feel like that is particularly enough. I'm actually going to ask another player here. Moo, make it worse.
So Gumo made the mistake. So as Gumo made the deal,
Okay.
Gumo wants to, and then another space.
Yeah.
Kill.
There you go.
Boreas.
There we go. That's.
Aluya
I feel like
didn't
that's
do anything wrong.
yeah. Everything else muted. Didn't hear anything else from that conversation. It's the pertinent information about you. Your name, Hag. You're in the wrong. Boreas, dead.
So, So there's another half of him that's used to getting fucked over like this in certain situations. And that half immediately directs the normal half in a rare bit of communication, and he's gonna walk over to Eddie. Gumo, after hearing all of this, is going
I'm
to
just
come
really
up to
glad
you,
to
Eddie.
be in a party where everybody is trusting of one another and is all on the same page with all of the major party goals. Oh, hi, Gummy.
Yeah, and hang on. Sale will also add on to that, just saying.
Yes, it's always so much trouble to get Merkvar to get along with everybody, but I think what would settle everybody is just a grand old feast with laughter and love and compassion.
Eddie?
Oh, don't mind me. I have to leave.
And she steps away.
Eddie, I require your assistance. Aluya forced me into a deal with a hag, and I think she's trying to get me killed.
What?
We we came across a hag hiding in the basement of that fort. She vehemently tried to get me to make a deal with the hag to kill, uh, to get ingredients to kill that titan from an alchemist shop. And she even said that she would, while we were down there, that she would sacrifice me to get the hag to find the obelisk there for us. It seemed to have been hidden by some kind of magic, and well, she forced me to make the deal with the hag at the cost of my life, at threat of death. She said that she had been fooled too many times before and that I needed to take the fall, no matter what.
So, what you're trying to tell me is that Aluya, of all people, decided to entertain even a moment with a hag and
Yes,
allowed a deal to take place. And
yes,
to
she
have that
specifically
deal
forced
take
me into one.
place, she pushed the deal onto you.
Yes.
Remind me how she forced the deal on you again?
The hag was making an offer, made some mention of having spoken about them much before. She made mention of perhaps giving some of my organs to the hag in exchange for the obelisk. I, of course, did not want to take a deal with the hag. That's something my more violent side knows some about. But she said that we needed this to get the obelisk, to reach it. She said that I needed to take the deal. That she couldn't do it. She'd done this before, and that I needed to do it. She was doing everything she could to force me to take the deal, even threatening to strap me down to a table nearby and to extract my organs to give to the hag as an exchange, in case I did not go willingly into the deal.
So, just to be clear, her first threat wasn't striking you with lightning.
No, it was to strap me down and cough out my organs. Which, while it might not seem it, I do still need some of those.
I see. And this does seem like something that needs to be a group conversation.
Of course, I had meant to say something sooner, but it seemed more important tasks we needed to finish first.
All right. Is everyone ready? My bones are aching.
Looks around. These pair talking amongst themselves, another pair talking amongst themselves, tree in the distance.
Oh dear, is something wrong?
I'm not sure. I don't think Mavet's trying to take root, but
It's a little strange.
um, unless you guys have anything else, I'd like to move us along to a banquet here.
All right.
Okay. All right. So,
Well, you all eat.
so
Actually, no,
we
I'd eat now, wouldn't I?
yeah, we go over to the fortress. It takes time. You guys could wind walk if you chose to, but the girls walk there. It takes a couple hours. But I suppose we should like at least because I would like to cut straight to the banquet, but I think it still would be interesting role play just to see you guys returning. So, who's leading the charge to the gate?
You know what? Probably important that um that Eddie alongside Seer as well as LaSalle.
Okay.
Just so the first thing that they see is
Yeah.
those who have been recognized and also the person they were looking for.
Yeah. Excellent. Um, you hear a commotion even before you get to the fort itself. Uh, you hear like a bell ringing and footfall moving rapidly. It's echoing down the serpentine trail that you guys hike up, and you can see even like the spring or summer like weather reaching here as well, as you see the ice slickened walls beginning to melt. You're seeing it's in fact a little hazardous walking up this rocky trail with all this like a water that's coming down. No one dies, gets hurt, or anything, but perhaps one of you slips once in a while. As you approach the gate, there is no gatekeeper. The gates just open before you even reach, as the, the shaman is spotted. And you see that the frost giants have organized in the, hesitate to say courtyard, but the opening area to fort itself. And the grand doors that lead to the inner fort open up, and we see Merkvar striding out. Mother, where have you been? And you see that the woman just gingerly takes off her satchel and any thing she was carrying with her, hands it off to a nearby frost giant who gracefully holds her items. And the shaman will I think of the first reaction after everything that's happened so far. Okay. She would in the heat of passion just say,
I have done it. I have done what I have set out to do. Boreas, our walker, he is healed.
and there's a very warm smile on her face. There's like a collective ooh across the yard. There's a look of disbelief in Merkvar. I will say during this time, is there any input from Seer or Mega upon this revelation? Now may be a good time to milk this shit out.
Yeah, not only were we able to locate her as we promised, but we were also able to assist her in devising and bringing into effect the cure for Boreas's condition.
Is this true, Mother? And she'll give a bright smile, looking at the group that has escorted her.
Yes, and if it wasn't for them, I would have perished out there. I was ambushed by Yetis, no less.
And he raises brow in confusion. Yetis. They're not violent. This makes no sense. They're meant to mentor us, guide us. And again, this is the equivalent of perhaps uh, in perhaps Catholicism, hearing like the Pope was slain by a saint, it's like what the fuck is going on here? Like a very holy being attacking their own people, and as this confusion goes across his face again, he will look towards the party to elaborate on this attack.
For reasons that we aren't fully certain of, it does seem as though the Yeti were compelled to acts of violence. It was not of their own volition. It did seem to be in direct opposition to what we were trying to accomplish in our attempt to cure Boreas.
Who would do such a thing? Ugh. Um, towards the shaman mother, you will go up to chieftain, and as she approaches, he gets on one knee, brings himself lower, and she will say to him,
Merkva, I am famished after such a long and arduous journey in ritual. We not have a feast to greet our friends.
"Friends," haste the word, again looking out towards you all. "I believe we could hold a feast for our guest." Again, stressing out that word.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Come, come, let's give you all lodging.
And it's at this time we're going to have a montage of events here. The frost giants go out on a hunt, getting prey. Uh, Murkvar himself and his mother, away from the eyes of the rest of the band of giants, are gardening around the area where the black obelisk is, or I should say, was. Um, and the rest of you are led to your own accommodations, and feel free to flesh it out how you want. Whether some of you are sharing rooms, if all of you have your own rooms, the only constant is oversized furniture. Yep. So let's go through things. Like, Guma, what would your room look like? And are you lodging with anyone?
Uh, hmm. After what happened earlier, he'd love to keep an eye on Nita, but I presume she wouldn't let that happen. So, his room.
I'm not sleeping with
His
Gumball.
room. His room is presumably quite barren, rather standard. No, nothing really that he would add to it or really want changed around. Besides, maybe some artwork like they found in that weird wax room earlier. But other than that, he spends most of the time playing his new vocal cord instrument, just practicing with it.
Yeah.
And distinctly hiding it behind his back whenever Seer comes by.
Okay. So, keep that in mind, because I'm gonna also ask, later on, what you guys do during your long rest. Give you guys a chance to role play. My vet, do you even care to get a room?
Okay, that was really annoying that you my internet's going weird, I guess. Can you repeat that?
Would you even like a room? If so, what does your room look like?
Can I just do the courtyard? Like
Yes.
be out in nature and go to sleep?
It is pretty roomy.
All right. All right. You go out to the courtyard. Where would you find yourself within the courtyard?
among the trees, if there's any, or vegetation.
Okay. Yeah. Like perhaps like there's a tree or two. I can see that. Probably filled with arrows, and the bark is carved off slightly from what appears to be like a battle practice. This is a training dummy.
Okay. Do you want to switch to someone while I restart my computer because
Yeah.
it's going
No.
really
Yeah.
bad.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. Mega. Are you lodging with anyone, or are you having your own room?
I would say he would at least make the offer to Seer, though I would imagine that maybe she would have like foreign opinions about how she would like to sleep.
Mhm.
So maybe instead. Actually, thinking about it, I think most people would have mixed feelings about rooming with him. So it would be more just like if they asked to room with him, then he would be acceptable to that.
Okay. Um, I'll ask about activities later, but any highlights in this room or anything that you add to it?
Like I would imagine that he would make sure that the room itself has uh, enough cushion, and most critically, making sure that any particularly uh, spacious openings have been sealed.
Oh, okay.
As in, like, for example, holes in the wall or
Yeah.
what have you.
You still have that sap that you milked from Mavet.
You know what?
So
Yeah,
yeah,
sure. We're just going to spread
100%.
Mavet sap
And
to the
that,
many corners of this room to seal it nice and good.
and that's the last of it. I can confidently tell you, no bullshit with openings or holes. If you want more, we're gonna need another scene.
Oh
And I
boy.
fucking dare you to do it again. Girls, what's your living situation looking like? We can see you two bunking together tonight?
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Go to Bonktown, USA?
No, not after the whole thing. No, she'll ask to bunk with Seer only to talk to her more about the situation, and she'll kind of tap into her mind and call for Eddie in the night so the three of them can talk.
Okay.
Only if you correct what you said that you were gonna do.
Aurora. It's I know I'm so sorry. It's like a default setting for my brain.
Well, yeah, just keep fucking doing that because I think it's a funny bit. Before we even get to the activities, because again, you guys aren't going to bed yet. You're just being shown your rooms, unpacking, and we'll talk about activities later.
So for the room, Lily doesn't need a lot of space. She's kind of used to having a smaller room, so she'll kind of take like a pillow or a cushion because they're ginormous and kind of do her best to push it towards like a window because she likes having a view to look out of and kind of just have a small nestling section and then she'd be okay.
Okay. All right. So we got everything settled, and we'll have that down for the record. Let's go to the banquet. Mavet, just because he had to jump out here quick, what do you think is the centerpiece of this banquet? What kind of kill do you think that these guys got that'd be big enough to feed multiple frost giants and the party at hand here?
I would think it would be something new that we might have not seen yet that lives underground that they have to like fish for in the ground.
Oh,
And it's magical. Say it's magical.
no, I can totally
Yeah,
agree
it's
with
magic.
that. Um, let's say that for this one. Give me an idea, because I'm trying to think of what would live underground in a tundra. Oh, yeah, I know one. Sure. Gotta figure out the pronunciation for it. One of my players hates it because it killed him. No one in this call, though. There it is. I can try to pronounce this. Remoraz. Essentially, it's this centipede-like creature. It's very large. I'll try to show a picture of it in chat here.
Hmm.
Be fantastic. My shit here. Again, talk amongst yourselves while I pull up this picture here.
Hmm. I must say, I don't think I've ever actually eaten before. Well, I mean, I must have at some point, but I don't know it.
Are you saying that you have a eating disorder that I need to psychologically analyze with
Can
you?
can someone please describe what you're looking at?
Oh.
Yep.
So what that kind of looks like is almost if you mix the head of a praying mantis and the fins of like maybe a sailfish slash like swordfish and a lobster all together and made it 10 times larger and blue with a little
Yeah.
bit of fire coming out of its back.
Yeah, and it's
It's pretty
laid.
if you don't look at its face.
Yeah, it's laid across the table with a watermelon in its mouth. No, not a watermelon. Trying to think of a
That had
equivalent
to
of an
be a big
apple.
watermelon.
That's a
Yeah,
big watermelon.
I'm trying to think of like a tundra fruit that would fit in its fucking mouth. You know what? It's stuffed with
Here's the
lettuce.
thing, Gray.
Fuck it.
Tundras
Yeah,
don't have fruit.
yeah, I know.
You're right.
It's just stuffed with lettuce. All right, just it's stuffed
Let 'em
with
cook.
greenery.
Or stuffed with mint or something. Or...
Mint. There you go.
Yeah,
I like
mint.
that stuff. Its mouth is stuffed with mint instead of an apple. It's laid across this very long table. And again, keep in mind, I kept trying not to say throne room. Like you guys are in a feasting hall. At the very end of the table, you see the throne. To his immediate left, you have his mother, the shaman. To his right should be his right hand man. But there are 3 open chairs. One is reserved for shade, and the other 2 are also of very small size, meant for the God gifted. Well, I should say 4 in total, because that includes Mavet.
Hey, Gray.
Yes,
How many points does this thing count for?
fair amount. We're going to talk about it very soon. Yeah. Hey, I told you I'd get you back.
Yep.
All right, so I need to ask the girls, because your other ally seats are actually further down the table, where you have to raise your voice and yell to be heard from one side to the other. Do you stick with your party and turn down this offer? See here.
Ooh, that's a hard one,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Guys, there's only one correct answer here.
We stick with the party.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry. I was writing something.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
happening?
Moving. I know you're being a troll. I know you are.
I am being a troll, don't worry. Yeah, I know.
I missed the situation. What's happening?
There are chairs closest to the chieftain and the shaman at the other end of the table, left open for the
Okay.
god gifted. I was asking if either one of you would take those seats along with Mavet as well, or if you'd stick with the party.
Oh, I would totally go with them.
Mhm.
The open chairs.
Okay.
I mean, we can talk later, but I'm not trying to offend nobody.
Yep. Seer, do you follow suit? Mavet, do you follow suit?
I do. That's why I made a joke about it.
Yep. And Mavet.
It's
What do you
reserved
do?
for a god, and that's what I am.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Gumo.
You know,
And
I'm starting to think that some people in our party are starting to develop a complex.
starting to.
Oh, I think we're past that point.
Gumo and
It's not
Eddie.
that complex.
Gumo and Eddie, you find yourselves near the more middle of the table. Again, you can still speak with the party and the chieftain, but you'd have to speak louder. And in certain cases throughout this feast, you may actually have to make a check to make yourself heard, albeit not using abilities.
Hmm.
That said, this is the feast before you. Let's get into the nitty gritty here. I want to at least tell Tyler what he's eating. You're eating a CR11 creature.
Okay.
Um, Now we've done feast banquets before, especially in this same adventure with the Lylaran Manor. This time I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're just going to have a montage of moments. And much like traveling, or I believe what I've done with this group before, I'm just going to go down the roster a couple times, and we're going to see what happens during this banquet. Now, let's start off with Eddie. You've been very proactive with really pushing for an alliance for putting the party in a very good situation here. So I'm gonna pivot on you here. Why don't you tell me a threat or a challenge that occurs during this banquet here amongst frost giants?
Honestly, it's like especially if we're talking about like the whole party,
Hmm?
probably just trying to navigate the what is appropriate at a giant's dinner table.
Okay.
It's like just like it's like because like I wouldn't imagine like for example, uh, what would be an example? Like it's like excuse me, I can't help but notice there's no silverware.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
just like everybody just like staring daggers, like, what are you talking about?
Eat with your feet like a man.
I mean, that's just
Sorry, I'm not sure where that came from.
that's like that just seems like something that might happen. It's like especially with the number of folks who are either not used to culture specifically, or just don't spend a lot of time uh, doing navigating with more than one culture besides the one they're originally from.
Okay. Aluya, make that worse.
Um, like I don't know if you've ever seen. I don't even remember the movie name, but like grabbing something that you think is edible, but it's not. Like it's like a napkin to them. It's like something they use to like wipe themselves, but she's over there chomping on it like it's bread, but it tastes weird. But she's going for it anyway.
Okay. We're gonna stick with it, but just to make sure that we don't repeat this, keep in mind when I'm going around the table, asking for a challenge, make it worse, etc., etc. I'm talking events as a whole, so don't feel limited just for your character. If it helps, yeah, if it helps using your character as a motivator, that's fine. But I'm giving you guys free reign. Even if you say the chieftain does something, I'm gonna roll with it. But
It's
yeah,
actually a little bit funny because I actually have done something like that before. Like, have you
yeah.
guys ever had like one of those like cheese inside of like a plastic wrap?
Oh my
Wrapper?
god.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
I didn't know that you weren't supposed to eat those the first time I ever tried it, so I was like trying so hard to bite through this red plastic shell. Just like I don't know what this is made of, but how are people eating this? It's just like
No, I get it.
no.
that's that's
That's
really
cute.
good. Oh,
Mhm.
before I forget, because it's going to be important going on here. Aluya and yeah, Nita and Tyler, give yourselves inspiration for causing inter-party conflict. I did like the back and forth that you guys had. But yeah. So reiterate one more time, Nita. Like you grab onto something to wipe off your mouth, and it wasn't.
No,
This,
it's the opposite. It's
okay,
I
other way around.
grab something to eat it, and it's not something that should be eaten, but I don't know that because I don't know what their shit is.
Yeah.
And so I'm just
Perhaps.
kind of
Yeah.
getting stares like, you good?
Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps like there are like little rocks across this creature, and the way that rocks look, it looks like a edible item. But in giant culture, like perhaps eating these rocks are a faux pas. All right. Moomin, uh, tell me a consequence of this. Now, keep in mind, consequence is a neutral term. So, how like from Nita doing this this faux pas, what happens?
Let me roll a d20 for myself personally because I think I want to either go obvious and not obvious. Let me do this for real quick.
Okay.
Okay. They watch Aluya do this,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time people would look at in, like confusion and shock. They do this, but instead of being like correcting, they think, "Oh, maybe that's how they work," and instead start giving Aluya more things to eat
Okay.
it.
Okay.
But reality is like they're just thinking like that's weird. You know?
Okay. Yeah. All right. I see where you're going with this. Is they're thinking that it's not a faux pas. These are God gifted, and they need to be respected as such. All right. Okay. All right. Let's loop back.
More
Tyler.
rocks, get them more rocks.
Yeah. Exactly. Tyler.
Yeah.
How does this resolve?
I imagine it resolves along the lines of what kind of Moo was saying here, that from this point onwards, they assume that this is what God gifted eat as like a part of a special part of their diet. This is a special cuisine for the God gifted as they know them. That they eat hot rocks.
All right. I like it. So, you guys have impacted giant culture and their understanding of your species. Good work. Let's do this 2 more times here. Mavet, tell me of a challenge or a threat that occurs. And keep in mind, like it can be anywhere, like around in the banquet, within the banquet itself, or an outside force.
Mavet and the chieftain both want the same piece from the Rimaraz.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right. Eddie, make it worse.
Then I guess what would ultimately make it worse is because since both of them are very stubborn, neither one is willing to compromise on that piece, like splitting it in half or anything like that.
Okay. Nita, what's a consequence of this? Nina?
Nita? Oh, she's muted.
I'm so sorry. I was
Yeah.
talking and I tension is building and there's only one way for them to be able to resolve it, and it's through an arm wrestling competition.
Okay.
A giant in a tree in an arm wrestling
Listen,
competition.
my vet is pretty good, all right? He likes to prove himself. He's not a bitch who wants to back down.
All right.
Alright.
So, Moomin, how
First
does this
arm wrestling.
resolve?
Just to make sure I understand, Aaliyah, what did you say that you would do?
Tensions are mounting. The only way to figure out who is the victor of said piece of meat is through arm wrestling.
How does it resolve?
Yes.
Okay, first things first. Do you both have the same strength modifier?
No.
Okay. Out of the two, I'm not asking who is the strongest, I'm asking who looks the strongest.
The strongest would be the frost giant. Although Mavet would be using his dexterity in place of that.
Okay. So what's gonna happen is that Mavet looks like they're about to win. And then suddenly the table breaks because the frost giant gets so mad they accidentally break it with their elbow.
Oh. Okay, there's a complete... The table shatters. And, that... Okay. I like that. Let's, do one final bout. Mega. Keep in mind, we'll say, like, each event was roughly, 20 minutes. So 20 minutes for the first one, 20 minutes for this one. We're gonna finish off the hour of this feast. What's a threat or a challenge that occurs during this feast here?
You know what? It's for one individual in at the table, they now have or they have started to build up the sudden urge to use the restroom, like
Okay.
desperately.
All right.
Whereas it's not sitting well in their digestion system.
Yep. Easily. Nita. I'm sorry to say, but make it worse.
It's Aaliyah who's got digestive issues,
Oh,
and you're
God.
starting to hear the gurgles and murgles of
Of
things
rocks.
happening in her tum tum and in her system.
Yep. Okay.
Every time
Moo.
she tries
Yeah.
to
Go ahead.
ask where the bathroom is, nobody can hear her because she can only bring her voice so loud before she almost shits herself.
Moo. What's the consequence of this?
They watch Aaliyah essentially dance and beg for the bathroom as they bounce around. And for them, they're just thinking, oh, wow, they must be really happy. They want to get fucking down partying.
Okay, so we start to see the giants dance. And Tyler, unfortunately, gets to tell me the resolution for Aluya's character.
Yeah?
Or Anita's character, yeah. So, what happens?
Okay, I can clean up the mess.
Oh boy, do I have a resolution for you.
Yep.
Unfortunately, because the giants don't understand what Nita's trying to convey to them, she can't get any words out. The worst happens, and giants consider this as well to be a part of God-gifted culture, that they do not go to the bathroom normally. Instead, they dance as they go.
Are you suggesting that Aluya is dancing and shits herself? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
All right. So, let's go over a couple things here. Aluya. We're going over each event, and funnily enough, you were behind two of the events here. So, Aluya, give me a deception check for the very first event.
A deception?
Yep. Whether intentional or not, like your actions were misunderstood to be part of the God-gifted culture.
Okay.
I'm just imagining them meeting another Genasi down the line.
Understood. Mavet.
That's me.
Make me an athletics check, and I'll allow you to replace it with a dexterity, because I assume that you're using your fighting prowess in this feat of strength.
Yeah.
Which again, no different from acrobatics, but still athletics. Okay. Declare the roll if you want it.
I will use inspiration on that.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes. And it's very good that you did, because I'll tell you afterwards here.
Oh shoot, Greg, you got to talk about heroic inspiration.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my
Yeah, 'cause
god.
I would use it right now.
No, it's fine. No, you can use it. That's not the point. Oh, I'm just gonna say it right here. All right. It didn't need to be fucking on camera. I've been wishy-washy across all my games about like heroic inspiration, what you can use them for, whether you use them for yourself, give it to other people, etc., etc. Look, we're just gonna go full raw. If you use heroic inspiration, it can only be on yourself and for your own rolls. All right. That out of the way. Keep going forward.
What is heroic inspiration, though?
You re-roll. You just re-roll d20 tests. It's what we're calling inspiration nowadays. It's called heroic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Oh, remember,
Yeah.
it's now for any die roll, not just d20s.
Okay.
For example, if you were like rolling for maximum hit points on a level up,
No, sorry,
you
I
could
do.
use
Yeah.
inspiration to roll that.
Yeah. Again, just any die roll that you make. Let me make that very clear.
And I rolled a 23.
Okay, that's
But
very
what
good,
is a die roll?
Tyler.
Okay.
That's very good. It's very good, Mavet, because you actually would have gained a disability if you kept that previous roll. You do
That's
not.
just another one on the list.
Yeah, no physical disability.
What, like lost his arm?
It would have been bad. But you both break and shatter this long table, and as you do so, you do not hurt yourself. But your feat of strength is noted by the giant community. Finally, we come back to Luya shitting herself. Give me a performance. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Wait, you said deception. What was the deception for?
That was the community misunderstanding your faux pas earlier. This is for shitting yourself, and although I would say deception again, we don't use performance a lot, so fuck it. Make this a performance check.
Roll the shit yourself.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll use prestidigitation to clean myself off. It's all good.
That's fine. She's weak! Kill her!
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Literally.
Well,
I've created a new custom among the giants.
Yeah, you created 2 new customs for the Frost Giants. One where you believe that Frost Giants will begin to practice this fecal dance in the future after long table banquets, and they're gonna start providing stones for the god gifted to eat now. So you fucked over at least the enjoyment of these feasts for future Genasi. Congratulations.
Maybe they'll like it too. Maybe that's their thing. Don't yuck their yum.
I can't stop
Okay.
laughing.
The banquet resolves. The table is cut apart and used for firewood. The beast is fully eaten for you, Gumo. The creature itself, you did spend an hour to eat, like I mentioned.
Yep.
But yeah, it is finally time for you guys to retire to your rooms. Lisal, she will approach the group as a whole and just say to all of you,
I will come to you before midnight, so we may use what we can from the obelisks, and we shall.
Sorry, I got something in my throat.
And we shall aid you on your journey forward.
She gives you all a nod, and the chieftain escorts the shaman to her room. That being said, at this time, it is a nightfall. If you guys choose to, you can rest, but again, there is still one obelisk left. I'll leave it up to the party where you guys meet up, what you guys talk about, but things need to be resolved here.
I can long rest in 4 hours, so I should be good to go. For pretty much at any time.
Eddie, take the initiative. Where do we see the party here?
Well, frankly, apparently there's something that Eddie has to do before anything.
Okay.
So he's actually going to specifically call Aluya and Gumo to the room.
Oh. The room.
All right.
A lot of cushions in that room? Just no holes or anything? All right.
Yep.
Okay. So, Eddie's in the room. Gumo, Aluya, which one of you arrives first? How do you approach the door? Tell me in detail. If you show up at all.
Nita, why don't you go first with explaining?
If she's summoned to Eddie's room, she will follow, but she will bring Aurora
Oh,
with her.
Damn
okay.
right.
Okay. You
Go around the
both
top.
approach the door, open up, knock. What's going on?
He knocks.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Eddie, it's Oluya. And you know her as Seer.
You hear a message in your head, Oluya. We both know her as the other thing, Oluya.
Well, yes, but I get to say it all the time now.
A few seconds. Just come in.
Is there anything different about this room that Luya would notice, or is it how you mentioned before?
It's like it's a well cushioned, sealed, but you guys can't help but notice that the room is wafting with smoke.
Okay.
Okay. She will find a spot to sit. She assumes that well, she was going to talk to them anyway about the situation, so
Well, this will be interesting.
Hmm.
Actually, did Guma walk in after that, or is he just kind of like
Uh,
awkwardly hanging outside?
Well, I kind of missed a second there because my audio cut out, so I came back in like 10 seconds ago. Hello?
No, yeah, no,
You
I
guys?
I think we heard you. Question mark.
Okay. Yeah. He would I don't know whether or not they shut the door after they went in, but he would appear after them. If the door is closed, then you would hear the sound of fingers breaking on the other side of the door. Uh and some slight knocking, almost like he's not really used to using doors properly, and it sounds like he just broke his knuckles instead of actually knocking. But if it's just open, then he'll come in and close it behind him, looking almost exactly like a corpse that had just gotten up and started moving, almost like he had been in some kind of resting state beforehand. Before taking a seat opposite, I suppose, of Aluya and Seer. There's none of the usual theatrics or the slight, almost rhythmic way that he usually moves. It's very much I have been woken up from my technically dead slumber, and I am now here. Unless, of course, there's been any physical changes, Gray, from what our meal earlier.
Let me double check here. But speak amongst yourselves, and I'll chime in here.
So, I'm going to give everyone in this room, well, see, I guess you're here
Yes.
as sort of separate, so you are
Indeed.
not held under the same obligation unless you feel the need to. I'm giving everyone in this room the chance to speak openly and honestly
about what might or might not have happened within the last 12 hours.
Sure, not a problem. So I told Aurora that the situation had happened. I know that this ritual that performed by the shaman mother is to help Boreas in the quest to find the obelisk, which seemed impossible. I mean, we were looking all over the fort. It did not, nothing worked. We couldn't find it. We also ran into, forgive me, Victorian? Is that correct? Victorian Gray? Is that his name?
The gnome guy.
Metaformin?
It's okay. Gray's dead. Just keep going.
We ran into Mitorian. He was kind of hiding behind some tapestry or something like that made of flesh. Anyway, the dude was not helpful in the slightest, but he also was confused because he said that the obelisk was supposed to be where we were, but it wasn't. Behind the tapestry was this cavern. Gumo and I did not know what would be there, but we went in anyway, just to see if maybe the obelisk was hidden there. The opening was not the size of a giant, but someone of our size. We encountered a woman. Her name is Mabel. Nope. Excuse me. Her name is... Dear God, what's her name? Un momento, por favor. It's gonna come to me. We ran across a hag and her pet. Fenra. Oh, there we go. The woman we came across first was Fenra, but she was a pet to a hag. Having known who this person was, I did not want to be a part of it, but a hag being a hag, well, she wouldn't let us go at all. Apparently, she is a sister to the other hags that we came across. And I don't think she's quite as powerful as them, or she just needed to prove her worth. And that is, to do so, she would have to kill Boreas. And to kill Boreas, she needed something from her alchemist that we ran into. But she's dead. But she needs a piece of the shark thing that we came across in order to kill Boreas. Now, I did not want to make a deal with her in no way, shape, or form, and we were not going to be able to leave regardless. Gumo stepped in and he made the deal, and the deal was to kill Boreas in exchange for the obelisk.
No, that's not entirely correct. Ignoring the part where you tried to get me to make the deal instead of you, quite
Yes, I would never
emphatically,
want to make a deal again with a hag. Hags are bad.
you threatened to put me on a table and take out my organs for her.
No, what happened was she said that she would make an exchange instead of killing Boreas in exchange for your innards. I thought that would be a better solution. It seems like you function without your organs anyway.
Not really. I can function without some of them, but I need just enough.
Oh,
I
weird,
didn't.
As far as I understand
weird
it.
request, Gumo, but would you mind breathing?
I can force it, yes, and he does.
Yep, just keep doing that. Continue.
Well, her goal. Her goal was not to. Well, her goal is to kill Boreas, but what she asked of us was not to be involved in killing him in any way besides getting some ingredients from that worm shock thing and to bring her alchemist from some kind of alchemy shop in the city. Needless to say, the way you described this to Seer earlier, Aluya, led me to believe that you are trying to, perhaps have me dealt with?
Well, if you didn't hear the full conversation, then you don't know exactly what I was saying to her. And because I wasn't talking to you, you don't know the ins and outs.
I don't trust you. Also, who's Aurora?
That's okay. It seems like you stir up trouble wherever you go, and I'm trying to take you for face value, seeing as you're joining us.
Uh, when have I caused trouble before?
At the trial,
What? All I remember is being there one moment and suddenly it was over the next.
that is a very convenient thing to say.
Well, it's the truth.
So while these guys are just having this conversation and
Yep.
like breathing in and out, the they should starting to be feeling a bit tingly, like all over. Well, I'm not sure exactly how Gumo perceives his five senses.
Very weirdly.
Like, how would it feel if suddenly, like, Gumo, like, could feel or sense things better than normally?
Well, here's the thing. His senses aren't only deadened, he also literally perceives the world differently. His whole talk of the world and death being like a canvas and full of taste, that's not metaphorical. So the moment that I don't know exactly how your power works, but you probably watch as however his senses being shared happens, an entire shock runs over his body, and he immediately stops talking. It almost kind of goes into like he goes catatonic immediately. Almost like he's overwhelmed.
Thought you were gonna just start acting more like corpse, like your mouth hanging and shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, his mouth probably like. Well, when I say he goes catatonic, I mean he flops like a corpse,
Oh my
and
god.
and his jaw probably even maybe even disconnects from his face and flops onto the ground. Like you know how some people are shocked and their jaw drops open? He essentially moved his jaw with such force that he ripped it off his face.
I can fix that.
You can always tell when you're around a first timer.
God damn it.
You doing okay down there, buddy?
You
Yeah, he might need a minute.
you get no response besides a twitching of fingers.
I think we just have to hope things go well for them.
wonder if his mind is still working and his mouth just isn't working out. Sends a message. Hey, just let me know if you can still, like, hear my voice.
You hear two voices screaming back at you.
Mhm.
Not anything coherent, just screaming.
Oh, yep, nope, he needs a minute. Just looking over to Aluya. Now, I need you to say this honestly, Aluya. Is everything that you told me about the situation the complete truth?
It is the hag, her prisoner, Fenra, Hag Maple. She is sisters with the other hags that I've come across, and at this point, Eddie, I really don't want to meet any more hags, but I just keep running into them. But I've learned, because you guys made it very clear, they are tricky, and they will do whatever and say whatever and change things to benefit them. I do not want to deal with hags, but she would not let us go. And also, that lady was there, and I don't know if she was going to hurt her or what. And at some point, we do have to help her because I feel bad for her. She wants to prove herself. She needs something, a flash or some component from the shark thing we encountered, and the alchemist that we know is no longer with us. It's all to take out Boreas for a grand scheme she has to, I don't know, one up her sisters.
Well, that part we can figure out at a different time if we need to. But the part that I am more focused on is, Zeka, is it true or not true that in your attempts to avoid making a deal with a hag, that you threatened somebody else with bodily harm in order
Threatened?
to have them take the deal themselves?
It was a threat? No. She said that it would, if it's the giant or a piece of body part from a dead man. I figured in my mind, dead man doesn't need body parts, he's already dead. No biggie. Take it from him. We're good. But I want no part of the hag. Leaving was not an option. I tried to leave. We tried to leave. It was a no-go.
Hey, Gray.
So, since Alia's been in this situation for long enough now, Gray, am I getting truth vibes or lie vibes?
I'm not trying to lie to Eddie.
Well, no, it's
Um,
not even a question of checks or
yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Didn't the hag say that she would just force us to leave if we didn't take the deal? Or that we could leave at any
No.
time? No? Okay.
Mm, I don't believe she intentionally lied throughout that.
Well, no, it's like, it's not a question of like, because Eddie
Yeah.
knows that Aluya can misunderstand a situation.
Yep.
God knows he knows.
Yeah.
The most important part is he is trying to derive intent from the series of events that was just explained to him. That is all he is really focused on. Hence why, if she is actively like saying falsehoods that she knows to be false, is basically the main only question he's really asking.
And yeah, well, again, Aluya, you know your character better than I do. Like, is there anything to the contrary there?
No, a dead man is a dead man. Why do you need your body parts? If it will get us out of out of here faster because we can't get our way out no way whatsoever, then yeah, give up a kidney, dude. It's okay. Do you need it? Probably not.
Hey Kuma, are you still reeling down there?
Oh, give. Oh.
Should I fix that?
Honestly, I'm not sure if you can, but sure, give it a shot.
Okay. Walks over to Gumo. You just see them pull out this like giant syringe. And I don't mean like their usual syringe, it's like a tetanus shot syringe where it's stupidly thick. Puts it into their little palm pistol. And then as they aim it at Gumo,
Oh God.
they simply just raise their fist up and slam it into Gumo. They don't shoot Gumo, they slam it into Gumo. Unless the restoration.
You don't need to cast the spell. He was literally, yeah. Well, if you do you regrow his jaw or do you just hand him the old one?
Well, the big thing is Lester restoration, and then they just start using healing word or any cure wounds upon him that fix his jaw.
Since I don't want you to like waste spell slots if we need it, I'd say
Oh, she's not.
Okay.
She just
I'm
gets
not.
those for free.
okay. Yeah, then jaw reattaches and he shoots up. Like, you know how the Undertaker sits up in a WWE? Like that, but significantly faster to the point where he breaks his back for a moment and then has to sit himself back up again. And as he kind of turns to look up at you, he goes, I am cognizant now.
No, I don't believe it. Might need another one. Starts loading up another syringe.
He just stares at you. One eye on each
Always-
of you.
They always say this, and yet I always have to do a second one to make it always work. I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I don't know what they need. I'll make it work.
Are you
Um,
a grandfather?
No, I just make that joke because that's what the last doctor I used to work with did.
Oh.
So, just so I
die
can hear
or
it from
hit
you one more time, Gumo. It's like you were saying before that Aluya threatened you into making a deal?
That's certainly how it felt, yes. Her alternative to me taking the deal was taking out my organs. I know you've never dealt with a dead man before who's come back to life in such a way, but I do still at least need most of those to stay functioning. So yes, I do consider it a threat.
Hmm. Well, you certainly left that part out when you were explaining their situation to me.
Hmm.
I am gonna make one thing pretty clear here. I thought I made it clear before, but I'm not really interested in having intra-group conflicts like this, where I have to wonder who is telling me the truth and who is telling me falsehoods. Because the fact of the matter is, kind of like blowing out, if you're lying, I'll find out. And that goes to everyone in this room. With that said, I will go ahead and say, looking over to Aluya, Gumo does have a point. Even if he has an existence that is a little bit more curious when it comes to his anatomy, we should respect the fact that he might want to hold on to the organs he still possesses.
That is fair. I just figured if your heart is not ticking, then maybe by magical means you'll be put together, so missing something inside instead of killing someone else would be okay. I mean, if I could give an organ and not need it, I would give it.
As far as I understand it, which is not very much, that's something that the side you all don't like would probably comprehend more. I can still die if enough of me is taken apart. I can survive without a limb just as well as any of you can, but if what is me, the parts that make me up, if they're not still human in shape, or I don't have the right amount of things, if I miss too many vital parts, I'll come apart and die, just as much as the rest of you will.
So, well, then it'll be good to keep that in mind. Anyway, I'm at least glad we were able to arrive at the truth of the matter without getting too, as the smoke kind of like billows up a bit more in the room, personal. Unless there's anything that anyone else would like to tell me, you are all free to go before we are called upon again at midnight.
Yes, hold on. Sorry. The way my memory comes, it's like bits. Like I'll remember something here, there, and everywhere. The hag knew about me before I even said anything, and the prisoner she had sort of recognized Gumo. I don't know how, or what he was. I don't understand it.
All she really mentioned to me was a hunger. Is that what I've been feeling? This need to consume? Is that hunger? Is that what you call it?
Yes.
She called me a brother as well, I think.
Well, brother could mean any number of things depending on the context.
Yes, I suppose that's true, but I don't have any living family. At least I don't believe so.
Then
What
again,
little...
there's many parts of you that you don't remember.
I will tell you all now that my other side has gone quiet, but I don't think he's gone. I felt flashes earlier in that fight with the Yeti. It felt like there were times that he tried to forcibly take control. Almost like something's wrong with our connection. Granted, he could do that before, but he never needed to in such a way. something's wrong with my soul. Well, more than before.
At this point, Tyler, roll me a D100.
All right. $56.
After eating a very strange creature, nothing happens to you. But you do look tougher.
Okay. I believed I should make you all aware.
Well, we'll try to deal with the more immediate concerns now, but this might be worth looking into. Whatever your situation is, precisely. If you want to be able to live a comfortable life, or I guess whatever you might call your existence, you should probably try to learn as much as you can.
Unfortunately, my best source of that is uncooperative.
That just means that we have to get creative through other methods. But we don't have access to those methods currently. Well, I suppose except for one, but... well, perhaps we'll try that a different time. I mean, you only got a little bit high and nearly crashed.
What? Is that what you call that? Getting high?
It's a kind of high.
I did not think distance could relate to mental states. Fascinating. Would that be height? No, that would be height.
Oh. Apparently we'll have to have a separate conversation about what being high means.
Sounds about right.
All right. So, let me actually ask the party as a whole. Like I mentioned before, these obelisks, they diminish with power after each passing day. What Lisal is offering is to show you how to harness that power that you've stored in the obelisk so far. So far you've gotten 2 out of 3 obelisks. Are you guys okay waiting till midnight and harnessing what power you put into it so far?
So, well, considering our first input happened more in the middle of a day,
Mhm.
it's like we don't have to worry about it diminishing literally at midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie's personally fine with it because he isn't reading any ill intent on the shaman's end. So,
Okay. All right. And I believe we have enough for a 6th level spell. A 3 in the first one, 3 in the second one.
Mhm.
All right. If that's the case, you all wait till midnight.
What about me?
Well, that's why I'm asking you all wait till midnight, or is there something you'd like to do?
I'm not with the party.
You are not.
I am in the the courtyard. Should be looking around for clues on where that other obelisk is.
Okay. Um, you spend time traveling. Where would you even think to look?
I would start from the courtyard and then move into any doors that, if I come across any that have like cobwebs or seem like they're not used often, I would go through
Mhm.
those doors.
Okay. So you're doing you're sweeping, sweeping.
Basically.
Um, like I said, it is night. Let's see how much time you waste as you begin to narrow down the areas. So let's start with outside investigation.
Oh, where is it? There it is.
You declare the roll.
It's 2.
Okay. With a 2, you make no headway outside. What do you do?
I feel at that point we feel that nothing's going to happen, so I will rest in the courtyard because of my ability to be conscious while taking rest. Uh, I will
Okay.
lean against a tree or anything where I could see the most in the courtyard or the walkings abouts of anything.
Okay. So everyone is resting within their own rooms.
Why
Yep,
not?
Eddie is waiting.
Let's
Yep.
do it.
Okay, I like that. There's a fair amount of distance between all of you. Like, you guys aren't next door to each other. Mopet, you're obviously courtyard, and Gumo, yeah, I assume you're attempting a 4-hour rest here.
Yep.
Okay. So, what does it look like when you're out?
He can't sleep, so his eyes still move, but the rest of him, it almost looks like a reversion of the magic placed over him. Scars reopen across his chest, across his face. His body starts leaking a little bit of blood from the wound that had initially killed him.
Okay.
And he. The ghostly energy that you can almost always somewhat feel around him is completely escaped. The only part of him that's still even moving is really just his eyes. The rest
Yeah.
of him looks exactly like a corpse as
Yeah.
when he was found.
Perhaps it's 1 hour into your 4-hour long rest. Just 1 hour. You're conscious. You're just there. And you hear footsteps in your room. I need to ask you, do you maintain like your long rest here? What's your first reaction as you're just hearing noises within your room?
Mm. While he's going to be trying to maintain his rest, he is still going to focus on trying to pinpoint the sound.
Hmm. Okay. Again, sitting there. Make me a perception with disadvantage.
Yep. 19.
Okay. 19. And that's what you're declaring, all right. Okay. As you're looking around in this room, you see that there is a shimmer in the air. That something is wrong. And before you know it, what you think is at a distance is just right before you. As you see the silhouette of two figures for you. So, again, you're maintaining just that perception.
Yep. Unless you give me some specific info, Gumo's not going to spring into action. He might when you tell me who the people standing before him are, or if there's anything that he might recognize or treat as a threat. But otherwise, he's going to treat it with indifference and try to act like a corpse.
Okay. Um. So, if that's the case, I think the best way to settle this is initiative here. We're gonna do a little bit of
fuck.
We're gonna do a little bit of theater of the mind to dictate order of operations here. All right, I'm personally gonna make these rules. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna keep initiative hidden here, but
Yep.
Gumo, like you said, you're not gonna do anything, and unfortunately, you were first in initiative. Things spring into action here. Oh, jeez, that's fine.
You like hold an action to spring into action.
You just told me that you'd treat it with indifference.
That's true. Yeah. Unless he perceives a threat, he will treat it with
Yep.
indifference.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, going on here. Just to make sure I have a correct idea, what do you look like at the moment? You're fully laying down? You're sitting up on a chair?
He's probably got himself like scrunched up in a corner, looking perhaps on top of the bed, like looking like somebody had just thrown his body into the corner
Okay.
there after he had just died.
Okay. Understood.
Trying to be in a defensible position, having a full view of the room, but shacked up in a
Alright.
corner.
Okay. So we start off with this.
Man, the housekeeper's really annoyed right now as they're having to clean up this dead body in the corner.
Housekeeping?
Okay. What's gonna happen first is again, and I'm going to tell you, this is gonna all be non-lethal here. You see the shape of a werewolf manifest before you, and it immediately goes in for 2 bites and a claw. Sorry, 1 bite and 2 claws here. And again, the first attack, although trying to think of this, it had the invisible condition. I believe that's an attack with advantage. Check.
Well, I mean, they're gonna attack with advantage anyway because
Yeah, prone. Yep, prone.
he is a prone creature. Like again, he as described as if somebody just threw a corpse in a corner.
Yeah.
So, haha, Gray, you still need to beat my 19 AC.
Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. All right.
I believe you can miss. Fuck you.
Yeah, all right. It's possible. So, the first attack with advantage. Going for a snap. Ooh. Hang on. Let me make sure. Yep, that's a 25. It's definite hit.
Nuh-uh.
You know what? I did think about that.
Second time I played it against you, and you still have no answer. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's going to be a 25 damage, non-lethal. Apply it to yourself. You are considered grappled by the creature.
Yeah, that brings me down to like 89. Yep.
Yeah. And she is
Oh, wait, no,
immediately...
that's 69. Yep. Oh, wait, no.
And she is immediately pulling you, dragging you. And she is going to begin to... Yep, she's dragging you away. And you see another creature as well. Again, the familiar hag that you spoke to earlier. As, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's finish off the attacks here. Second claw. Natural 20.
Whoa.
Critical hit.
Oh, okay.
Please apply 20 damage to yourself.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Okay. And
What am I
then
concentrating on?
going in for the final attack is probably a remnant of the previous fight. Just rolling hot today. 23.
Fuck!
Oh, Gray ran out of time.
Yep.
Aha, Gray, your turns are over.
Yeah, 13 damage. Please apply that to your character. And
But 6 HP, fuck!
and the grandmother manifests in the air, and she will just lean into you and just say,
Sweetie, you really should have just followed through with our deal.
Hey, Gray.
Yes.
Do either of them end their turn? Wait, no, that wouldn't work anymore.
That the first one ended
Damn
its turn, and I'm about to tell you what's going to happen next.
I was gonna ask if they ended their turn close to me, because then I could have fucking moved away, but no, she fucking grappled me. It's bullshit.
Yeah, she grappled you.
I don't see how I broke the deal.
You'll figure that out soon. And too bad you're not considered incapacitated or dead yet.
Too bad.
She is going to spend her full action economy here. To put a wrap your mouth in cloth. I'm trying to figure out like if should be a check here. Like you're grappled, you're prone. You're not incapacitated.
They're about to realize they've made a big mistake.
Yeah. I actually need a little bit of guidance here, Mega. What do you think would be the fairest option here? Because I'm not sure if I should even automatically allow it, but she is spending a turn, like an action, to do this. To essentially gag somebody.
Gagging seems like it's not like quite a grapple, but it seems like the more fair way of doing it.
Yeah, because I want to be fair about this, because I got you in a bad situation here. And although I could, keep pummeling down on you, like, their intent is to kidnap you.
This is also just for future situations in the event that we're trying to gag someone. I figured that probably shouldn't be an automatic thing.
Yeah, exactly. It swings fair both ways, as well as hesitant on it. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. Just going to take a moment, just pause the game here. I'm going to say, like, depending on the situation, we're going to do a grapple check, but I'll switch up the particular saving throws that are done once in a while. Yeah, it'd just be fair to say she'll be making a grapple check against you, and believe you'd be just making a dexterity saving throw. Let's see.
I think so.
Believe so. Just going off of memory here.
Like as a grapple save, then you choose dexterity or strength.
Your
I
choice.
think I'll choose my +8 to Dex.
And then unless
Just normal?
she has a feature, the DC would be determined by her strength modifier.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever that happens to be in her current
Yeah.
form.
Yeah. Go ahead, make the saving throw.
Alright.
Actually,
Inspiration.
well, hang on. Before we even do that, let me double check your conditions here. Okay, that's not affected.
Just grappled.
And- yeah. No, you're prone and grappled. She didn't stand you up.
Run, yeah.
Yeah, but either one doesn't affect you. You're fine. Please, use a heroic inspiration.
Yeah. Rolling a 5 on that. Not great. $22.
Okay. She attempts to grapple on you. Alright. And unfortunately, she does not bind your mouth. Are you bloodied?
Yes.
Make me a
Very
saving
much
throw.
so. Alright.
You know, just we're so glad that we're going to be able to see Gumo later tonight, exactly as we found him.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
need to make that save.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Gray. He will be coming out as soon as I get out of this grapple.
Okay. So, what do you do?
Oh, fuck. That spell's an action, isn't it? Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. And again, your body was just thrown onto the bed itself. So be conscious about what's on your person at the moment.
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't sleep without having all of his shit on him.
Uh-huh.
Besides, like, maybe the instrument that he grabbed earlier. Otherwise,
Mhm.
everything stays on him all the time.
Okay, we'll say it's
He
laying
doesn't
on the
wear
bed
armor,
then.
so he doesn't need to worry about that.
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah,
you
like,
know what would have been a
he's-
great spell to have at this exact moment?
What?
What would that be?
Dimension Door.
Yeah.
Eh, I got a pretty good one that I could throw it at the moment that would be really, really good. So,
Okay.
Gray,
Yep.
I cast Thunderstep.
Okay, Thunderstep. Gotcha.
At 4th level.
Okay. And you're certain that you have the spell slot for it?
Yes. Yes, I do. I know, because Nina took away all my spell slots. So I know what spell levels I have left. I have a 3rd, I had a 4th, and I have a 5th.
Okay. Understood.
So 10 feet around me, gigantic boom,
Mhm.
and then I teleport. Let's see. Need to be able to see it correct. Don't. Well, I do not teleport this lady with me.
No, you just
so-
teleport within the room.
Counter
Well,
spell.
I teleport to the door, and everything around me gets blown the fuck up. So, Gray, does the door get blown off its hinges?
You're in a giant's room, buddy. Like, this is not a small room. And you specifically told me that your bed was in the corner of said room.
Yeah, so I teleport to the door.
Okay.
Either way.
Yep, you do so.
And then you need to make that Constitution saving throw.
You were still prone on the ground, mind you.
Yeah, they still need to make that Constitution saving throw, or take 40-10 of damage, thunder damage.
Oh, a really low roll.
Oh,
But she
eat
fails.
shit, hag.
Eat shit.
Get it, hag.
Over her.
She can get it.
So the funny
Sure.
thing about Thunderstep is that boom can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Absolutely.
Since it was only verbal, I didn't need to worry about my hands.
Mm-hmm. All right. There is a gargantuan, or a very loud boom that echoes throughout the keep here. Before we start talking about everybody else here, what else do you do?
I'm going to healing word myself
You
at
unless it's a free use.
bonus action. I can
A
upcast
free
it.
You just cast
No,
Thunderstep.
I can't. No, just cast a leveled spell. Yep.
Yep. And you're also still prone on the ground.
Yep. So I'm gonna stand up.
You stand up, half your movement.
Yep. Just let me check. I'm pretty sure it's a free action to activate my blade. Bonus action to cause my blade to appear.
Okay. You do so.
So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll bonus action my blade.
Okay.
And then I will use the rest of my movement to try and get out the door.
Okay. So object interaction, open the door, and 15 feet out.
Yep.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, I'm going to call for a. Now, I think we can still use our mind beans here. We'll see how this resolves. All right. So you're 15 feet out. Next one's turn. And you see that she for that. Everybody else will be rolling for initiative here. Yep, so let's start putting people on the board here.
First things first. Roll me a
Mhm.
D4.
Yeah, that's you, Gumo. You're the one who did
Sorry. Best chance.
it. Okay.
Oh no!
No, it's fine. I'm trying to figure.
No, I was talking about the one on the initiative.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
This up really quick. Start revealing stuff. Okay. I'll start revealing the initiatives on the board. Okay. So I'm trying to think of how this works. Gumo acted at initiative 16, but you two rolled higher. I don't know, that it just seems unfair. Would I be skipping both Eddie and Aluya?
I mean,
Because
how things usually
Yeah.
work
ahead.
is, actually, it would kind of depend. Is the initiative being rolled after his turn, or is it being rolled at the top of initiative?
It was rolled after I would have rolled after his turn.
So if it's specifically after his turn, then I believe the rules would tell us that we have to continue with initiative order.
Okay. Because a lot of things are going to be happening quick. So let's see. Going on here. Move over to the hag. And again, just to tell you what happened before, she readied her action previously to grapple you. Now that you're making a big fuss out of everything, she is going to be stomping on over. Yeah, and she is going to use a Rhyme Burst. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. You mean Rhyme Spinding Ice?
No.
Oh.
No.
18.
Okay, that's what you declare. So you're going to take half of 48 damage, and the area around you is difficult terrain.
Half of 48? Oh, fuck.
And I need you to make me a Dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god, Greg. Cool it.
Nope.
27.
You remain standing.
46.
Okay.
Eesh.
And what was that? Total, 48.
Down to 22 HP. Hey,
Okay.
Gray, does that
That's
does that
14.
affect from me getting that extra boost kick in? The regen?
Regen? That's only when you're in the form.
Okay.
Yep. Every benefit that's given to you is when you are transformed. You do
Okay.
take a 14 radiant damage. Oh, hang on, not
so
radiant.
the
Well, then,
debuff's
no.
cold.
It's cold. I do apologize. It's cold.
Oh, so
Not
I only
sure
take
what-
14? Half
Yep,
of
14.
14?
Yep, then 6.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
That keeps my health from going way down.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what else I'm missing here. Understood. Okay. And we move on here. Mavet, you heard an unnatural, thunderous boom from within the fort itself. What do you do? Stand there and look pretty? I'm going to give him just a minute. If he doesn't respond, we're going to move on. Worst one.
Is that the stun?
Okay. Again, we're going to move on here. Goes on to Fenra. And she will begin to walk towards you. She steps on this difficult terrain. And again, this Isanthrope does not appear to be affected by this ability. She will begin to walk over to you and try to fuck your shit up. Again, still non-lethal. These will be straight rolls.
no matter how gay you want them to be.
Yep, natural 2. Yep.
Suck it, you miss.
You missed, motherfucker.
This is the wrong
Natural
time to taunt.
20.
I think she gets 3.
Son of a bitch!
Honestly, my guy, even though it really sucks, I believe you still have a reaction to cast Silvery Barbs.
Actually, yeah, I could, but also I have another reaction that can move me the fuck away from her, when she moves her movement into 5 feet of me.
Do you even have first level spell slots left?
Yeah, I don't have
He
first
has a
level, but I
third
can
and a
upcast
fifth.
it.
Yeah, upcast it, baby. You want?
The thing is that like if the natural 20 brings you down, you have 0 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Holy.
I can't. Oh, no, that's right. She's got that fucking grapple bullshit.
What do
You
you
don't
do?
want her to hit, let alone with a nat 20.
Yeah, no, 3rd level silvery barbs.
Okay. 3rd level silvery barbs. Never thought I'd hear the day, baby.
Eat shit, Gray.
Yeah.
Again, people talk about Silvery Barbs being overpowered, but like
Yeah.
it costs stuff.
Yep. 8 damage. Please apply that.
Take the 8 damage.
Yeah.
Down to 32.
Yeah. Going in for another rake, and she is within 5 feet. Oh,
Stuck it.
misses. Yep, missed twice. Yeah.
This
With
is
that being
bad.
said, uh-oh. Hang on. Let's all take a moment here. Would you say that you have any allies within 5 feet of you?
My sword. Or my other self.
Okay.
Yeah.
Predatory bearing. She gets advantage on attacks against creatures that do not have allies within 5 feet.
It's up the chest piece, Gray. We're past that point.
We're
Her
not
attacks
we're
will
not
be
done
made.
we're not done with her turn. I will say, I'm not going to go back to at least the freezing snap, the worst one, but I will roll the claw rake one more time.
Which one? The one that I gave disadvantage through
No,
barbs,
the
or-
very last one, very last attack.
That's the one that I silvery barbs.
No, you silvery barbs the one before that.
Oh.
She has
Aha!
3 attacks, and yes, she rolled 12 again, but I will remind you about that later. That she does inherently have advantage against you unless you get an ally.
Gray, am I fucking grappled again?
No, you're not. Again, that's why I said the
Thank
snap's the worst
God.
one. All right. Seer, you want to explain like your reaction after hearing that thunderous boom?
Before? Oh no, I don't have my reaction anymore. Never mind.
I mean,
Yep.
honestly, Seer would have like immediately rolled the fuck out of like, wherever they were sleeping and lying, and just like crawl into a tight spot. So essentially, just make themselves as small as possible as they just like desperately try to look around where the hell that noise came from as they're panicking.
Mhm.
They are currently frightened and they are unable to move closer to where it possibly came from. They don't want to
Okay.
run. They're first looking around.
All right. Eddie, you're chilling out in your room. You heard a thunderous boom.
Son of a.
So last Eddie knew there wasn't any storms happening tonight, right?
You guys cleared the weather, so I'll speak volumes.
It could be giants bowling. You don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
right.
Well, again, I'm only give benefit of the doubt here. You could look outside a window, look at the sky. Didn't see any flashes.
Shit. What do I know that can make thunders burst?
I'm actually trying to remember if Eddie has recognized
used
that
the
Aluya
spell?
hasn't been using Thunderstep in a long while.
Well, only
Slash,
two
she still hasn't.
possibilities. Either be Aluya or Gumo. That's the only times you've seen in the party so far people use it.
Oh wait, if Eddie remembers correctly, Seer and Aluya were sleeping in the same room, right? Or at least housing themselves in the same room.
That's
Yep.
what I figured, because I put myself in a little corner with like a cushion or something to be by a window.
All right, in which case,
Aaliyah wouldn't use Thunderstep while she was in the room. It's definitely
There you
Gumo.
in which case, how far away is Gumo's room from Eddie's room?
I did say there was a distance between. But I'm willing to be, again, nice here. The corridor is straight. There's no turns. But since it's built for giants, I'm going to say 120.
120.
Yeah, because again, it's not like there was a line of open rooms. You guys were just randomly placed where there are vacancies.
All right. In which case, don't really have anything for moving super quickly. I know how to slow people down. But... then I guess it's just going to have to be that Eddie dashes out of his room toward Gumo's room.
Okay. All right. So let me explain what you see once more. You open up into the hallway. Again, it'll take about roughly 15 feet of movement. Get to the door, open it. You look out. And as you look outside on the hallway, 120 feet away, you see Gumo being ravaged by an ice anthrope, fully transformed. There's ice slicking on the ground. The hag is not visible to you. She is still within the room. So to you, it looks like a werewolf just fucking burst in and just started beating the shit out of your ally.
Okay, I have the solution to this. So 15 feet closer, so now I'm 105 feet away. Then I'm going to...
Just before we start getting in crazy movement, like I said, you were in the room, took 15 feet to reach the door.
I understood.
Just want to make sure.
The other 15 movement was to move closer, so now I'm 105 feet away.
Got you.
Then he is going to dash so that he is now... actually, I'm going to say exactly 90 feet away from Gumo.
Okay.
And then... I'm going to make absolutely certain I'm reading this correctly.
Okay. 90 feet. Sorry. Ooh.
Okay. It's like, I just had to be sure of the location there. Eddie is going to use Quicken Spell.
Okay.
It's like, and he is going to Vortex Warp
Oh,
next to him.
Ooh,
damn.
nice.
Okay. And is that the end of your turn?
That will have to be because that's both my actions and most of my movement anyway.
Okay. Aluya, you see your darling in a catatonic state. What do you do?
My first reaction would be to make sure that Aurora is okay. So I will run over to them and be like, Aurora, look at me. Look at me. Focus on me. Everything is okay.
That,
It's okay. Look at me. Look at me. We're okay. You're safe.
literally, I think Seer will slowly calm down, but not right away. So when the next turn comes, then they'll take action. Go on, do your thing.
I'm gonna wait for them to calm down because once I know that they're okay in their head, I'm gonna dimension door to think about Eddie and move us to where Eddie is.
Can you do that with Dimension Door?
You just think of a place? No?
Yeah, but you're thinking of Eddie.
Oh.
Yeah, what's a physical location that you teleport to?
Oh, damn it. I wouldn't know that.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know where Eddie's room is.
Yeah, I'd go to where Eddie's room is just
Okay.
to see what's up.
Yeah, so you get into the same space. You see that the door is wide open. What do you do next? Door is 15 feet away.
So that's assuming after Sears calm down. It would probably be the next turn that this happens
Yeah.
because I'd have to wait for it to chill.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll say that you spend your entire the time calming down Seer, and I'm willing to be nice. After you calm her down, you use your turn action. Dimension door, but you have nothing left in you. All right.
Correct. Once I notice the door is open and Aurora is situated, I will use whatever movement I have to leave out the door.
Yeah. You go 15 feet, look out, you see Eddie a distance away. All right,
Okay.
Gumo.
All right. So, Greg, it's an action to change my form, correct?
Let me double check. I'm gonna make sure that I'm quoting what the hell I put down verbatim.
Oh, for your benefit, Tyler, this particular vortex warp, basically imagine like a chain of smoke blasting from Eddie's body, wrapping around you and pulling you 90 feet across the room or across the hall.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that's really cool.
All right. It follows the rules of wild shape. That is correct. You should be bonus action nowadays.
Fuck.
Yep. Sorry, I had a little crossfade with 2014 for a second.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck things up for me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was planning. Well, I can't cast spells while I do that, can I? Fuck.
It'd follow the rules of wild shape.
Well, I know druids get that
I
at a
believe
certain
that's
level,
also
but that's way later.
Very high level.
Yeah.
The most common strategy is they'll typically concentrate or cast a spell before transforming, then concentrate on it.
Yep. Fortunately, all of my healing spells are bonus actions.
Should have got cure wounds.
Beep, 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 yeah. Fuck. Do I make that wisdom saving throw at the start of my turn or after? Because I'll determine some things. Because I'm planning to willingly go into it. I'm just trying to...
I believe you just make it once, but I'll also double check that.
Because I mean, with the
Start your
way
turn.
that
If you
you're-
start your turn bloodied, make me a wisdom saving throw.
So, Greg, given the specifics of how we're determining this, like, flavor and story-wise, would I still be able to retain some control even if I do forcibly transform?
Oh, fuck no. This is a punishment.
All right. Well, fuck. Let's hope I save.
Yep.
Okay,
You-
I save.
Now, if you transform now, you'll be just fine.
Yeah. I'd also
Yeah.
be smacking the shit out of Eddie if I had failed that saving throw. So that's it. That's pretty
Yep.
fucking good that I didn't. But for now, I'm gonna cast a fit smell on my. 4 + 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was ass.
Wow. Nice. At level 5 healing words at 19 HP.
What? Yeah, basic simple math, and I can't fucking do it. Okay, that brings me up to 51. Let's have 104. 4 times 0.5. I am 1
26.
point off!
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. How far
What do you
away
do
from
with
me
your
are
action?
they?
90 feet.
Well, that's out of range of one of my spells. No, one of my cantrips. Fuck.
Air visual using what tokens we have on the board here.
Trying to figure out what I even can do with my action.
Mhm.
Well, you can't hold an action to do a bonus action, can you? But you can hold an action. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to hold my action to True Strike any enemies that get close to me with my Sunblade.
You would be maintaining concentration.
On my cantrip?
Yep. Whenever you're ready to
All right.
spell, yep, you have to hold concentration.
Yep.
Trust me, that one
All
fucked
right.
me before. All right. All right.
More than once.
Indeed.
That is my turn.
The hag does something in the room, and you guys hear a whistle. I bet.
She can go fuck herself.
That's me.
You heard a thunderous boom within the fort. What do you do? Contemplate life.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I didn't hold down my mic. Let me go ahead and put it in chat so everyone can see.
Mm-hmm. You're in the courtyard.
Oh my god.
Mavet proceeds to take his rest.
Okay.
Eddie, get a hold of your child.
Get a hold of your child. All right. The wolf runs into the room, and you guys hear the shattering of glass. Seer, are you still
that
a?
itself.
Yeah. Seer, well, just make sure. Would you guys like to remain in initiative, see what each person's doing phase by phase here, or would the 3 people interacting with the scene be standing their ground?
I could still fail my saving throw.
Oh, we can
Question.
keep repeating it. Yep. Go on.
So, did I complete a long rest? Yes or no?
No. This happened during somebody's long rest.
All right, making sure because I could help Gumo if I had a long rest. But at the moment of things, Seer's able to act now, and
No, you can still
well,
help him. You just need to like light him on fire.
Not how that works. Do the
It
opposite.
is
That
for
the
Seer.
opposite of what will help me.
No, it's how it works for Seer.
so
Oh.
Someone will be able to help eventually.
so are you having issues being dying, or are you having issues of? This is a doctor evaluation. Tell me your
Doctor-
symptoms.
I am 1 HP below being forcibly transformed into a werewolf if I fail a saving throw.
I
That
mean,
part we don't know about yet. But...
I can fix
That's
your
true.
boo-boos.
And the
I can
doctor
fix
is still in her room.
boo-boos. No problem.
He looks bloodied.
He looks
Sorry, does
bloodied.
it say that Mavet took a long rest?
Yes, because he doesn't want to
Uh,
participate with the scene. He's taking a
Yeah,
long
I'm not
rest.
I can roll it all back if I'm forcibly woke up.
Yeah.
I will eventually get up and try to find where the chaos is occurring.
Yep. You go outside the door, and for convenience sake, not just to punish you, I'm not going to say that you're double the distance away. I'll say conveniently you are also 120 feet away.
And
I mean, it
someone's
wouldn't
trying
make
to kick
sense for him
Gumo's
to
ass,
be
right?
so far away.
Hmm?
Succeeded.
So 120 feet away?
Yeah, 120 feet. Well, 15 feet to get to the door. 15 feet of movement. Then it's 120 feet away.
I'm not going to even make that in the short
Yep.
amount of time of things. Even if I blow
Correct.
everything. Alright, I'll just dash. And then I'm not in range, nor can I see or hear Gumo. So I have to just truck along.
What's the total
choo.
movement you use?
30 if I dash, and that's it.
60. So 60 total feet.
Correct.
So 15 to get to the door, so 45. All right. 75 feet. Well, 75 feet. Well, actually, hang on. No, we're. I apologize, everybody. Yeah, because you're 120 feet away from them. Yeah, so that is correct. All right. Eddie, your turn.
Hey, yeah, bro, just kind of chill. Bonus action healing word.
There you go. Okay. All
Just
right.
look really stressed for some reason.
You see
Is
his
there-
skin's like trying to tear itself apart.
Do you guys pursue these attackers?
Eddie's at least going to go over to the room just to
Okay.
at least confirm what he heard.
Okay. You're 90 feet away, so a dash, I
It'll
presume.
take a couple rounds.
Yeah, it'll take a couple rounds. All right. Aluya, same dealio. Just gonna go rapid pace here.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, just that something's happening. So
Okay, you're
she's
also
just gonna dash.
yeah, you're also dashing. Gumo, you dashing?
He's actually going to, now that he's been brought up to above half and he doesn't need to worry about being forcibly done so, he's going to willingly transform it and then dash over.
Okay, what does it look like when you willingly transform?
So, to Eddie, as he starts dashing off, he hears Gumo, almost kind of like a whisper, go, "They might still be here. I am not strong enough. I need you. We will die if you don't take control." And then you hear this almost guttural roar coming from his throat, as almost like it tears its way out of his skin. This almost necrotized isanthrope bursts from his skin. the muscles tearing, ripping, blood spraying all over the walls as this werewolf with an eye and most of its skin and fur missing from its skull, an eye rolling out and onto the floor. It looks like something just got revived that really shouldn't have. And it starts dashing up behind you to try and get to the door while holding the sunblade that Gumo usually wields kind of behind you.
Yeah. Furry Daddy's following you. All right.
Significantly more disgusting than that. Although I will say your words make it disgusting enough for me.
Oh yeah. So we'll say, round passes. You guys are moving forward. All right. The dash. All right. So we'll say at this round, people are beginning to come to the room. You all look at the room and you see it is empty. Wind is blowing through, and there's just broken glass as the window has been shattered.
Ooh, I'm up to 59.
What do you guys do?
You know, I'm starting to doubt the security of this place.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Gray.
Yeah.
I got advantage on perception checks to smell things, right?
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, I'm
Give me
gonna
a perception
I'm
check.
gonna track their scent, or at least keep it stored in my brain.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off there, Seer. I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
All right. All
Utter
right.
dog shit.
So I will at least give you the benefit of remembering the way that they smell. I think that's fun. But towards tracking them, again, the window is open, wind is blowing through, and you guys are at a high elevation. It's hard. How about this, Gumo? Would you like to give us a one-liner to finish off on, as you guys are just staring at this broken window?
Yeah, actually, I would. As Eddie probably turns to look up at this horrifying monstrosity towering over him to his right, it will turn back to him, staring at this almost gurgly sound rippling from its throat as it speaks. It turns to Eddie and says, "So long as I remain in control, we will fight together from now on for saving my soul."
All right. That's where we'll end for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
This has been House Common Blood. The intro and outro music is Oh My Dog by Savick, and any other music and sound effects used in the episode are royalty free. Credits can be found in the episode description. Please review us on whatever podcast listening app you happen to be using. And if you like us, tell other people. Word of mouth is the best way for us to grow. Thank you for joining us. Stay connected.